This is a video on how to create a histogram in Excel. You can see we're back to our presidential inauguration ages data set. So I'm going to start off by sorting this list from smallest to largest because that's going to be helpful. The biggest thing with the histogram is that it's basically a bar graph, but every bar represents a range of data. We can think of those bars like buckets. So we're going to sort all of these pieces of data into buckets, and those buckets have to be the same size. So I'm going to quickly figure out what is the range of ages that is represented here, and it's 28. So our data goes from 42 up to 70, and that is a range of 28 because it's 70 minus 42. And I'm going to kind of arbitrarily say that I want 5 buckets. I want my graph to have 5 categories. I'm going to put all this data into 5 categories, and eventually my graph is going to have 5 bars, 1 bar for each category. That means that each bucket or each bar is going to span 5.6 years. So I'm going to define my bars here real quick. So we're going to start at 42. Actually, we're going to equal 42 plus 5.6, and I get 47.6. So my first bar goes from 42 to 47.6. I'm going to make a little chart right in this area here. Then my second one is going to be 47.6 plus 5.6, and that's 53.2. So my second bar is going to be from 47.6 to 53.2. Then I'm going to take 53.2 and add 5.6 more years, 58.8. So my third bar is 53.2 to 58.8. And then I'm going to do the same thing for that bar, add 5.6, 64.4. So 58.8 to 64.4. And then my last bar should take me to 70 or a little bit beyond because that's my highest data value. 64.4 plus 5.6 gets me right up to 70. Very nice. So that's 64.4 to 70. So I'm going to title this column Age Range. And over here I'm going to put quantity. How many data pieces, clear that out. How many data pieces are in each bucket? So 42 to 47.6 is that many. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I have 6 presidents who were inaugurated between the ages of 42 and 47.6. Then the next ceiling is 53.2. So we got to count the 53s, but not the 54s. We don't have any 53s. So that's the group there, and that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I have 11 in that category. Next one is 3.2 to 58.8. So I have to count the 58s, but not the 59s. There we go. Let's make that a nice, pretty color green. You don't have to do the colors. I'm just doing that for demonstration purposes. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So there are 17 of those. 58.8 to 64.4. That's going to include the 64s, but not the 65s. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of those. And then I can see that there are 4 in the last category. So now it's time for me to make my bar graph. I'm going to highlight this. I'm going to go to Insert. I'm going to choose that bar graph. I'm going to format the chart area. Yeah, I'm going to leave that be. So there's my histogram. Technically, our histogram should not have any gaps between the bars. I'm not sure how to do that on Excel. I might format the plot area. That's what I just tried to do. Anyway, never mind that. This is presidential inaugural ages. Erase the word chart title. There we go. I'm going to, well, here, I'm going to come over here and add the chart element, axis title, horizontal. Do that. Age at inauguration. And then I'm going to add a vertical. That's going to be number of presidents. And expand that. Boom. There's our histogram. So you can see this is the most popular one. Obviously, most presidents have been inaugurated between 53.2 years of age and 58.8. I know it's weird that we have decimals in our bucket boundaries, but not in our actual data. What that does is it keeps us from having a president stand in both buckets or be right on the border between two buckets. It's very technical. You may find these easier to make by hand, or you may like to do this by Excel. Either is fine. Anyway, I hope you find that video helpful. Take care.